and then, so we should be able to look at more healthier aspect of our life. So in that way, epigenetics is going to be a foundation for every one of you. And I think you're all blessed enough that I'm able to speak on this subject. And today being the 30th episode, which I'm speaking on this platform, can you believe 30th episode means I've already completed 6 months. In a year, we all have 52 weeks, and then it's more than half of it. I have done it, and it's all because of every one of you who have been instrumental in giving me this platform to, share my views. So thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity, and a special thanks to George, who has been a very beautiful pillar and a support in every way he can, and he has been doing a great job. Thank you, George. Okay, now let's get into the duality of water. Now, this subject is something which every one of you know, but at the end of the day, I just picked up this topic because it is something which we all need to really look into it, and then start looking at how do we get out of this duality, and start working on a universal consciousness which can help us to live a very, very peaceful and amicable, harmonious life on this platform Earth. So saying this, I think this is a beautiful opportunity. And of course, this is my basic qualification as an epigenetic consultant. And then I'm working on this preventive healthcare. Now, let's get into the duality. Now, this is a pillar of every one of you, including me. I'm also a person with a dual nature, wherein, of course, we all work on this platform because there's no other way we can live on this platform. But what happens is, as we go on working on this dual platform, there will be a stage where you will feel that how many times you want to jump from one to another, another to another, another to another. So in this modality of duality, we will become tired by the time we finish our life as a human being. So then that is the time we realize that it's not the duality which is going to help you to uplift yourself, to give you a peace of mind, to give you a harmonious thought patterns. It's just the universal consciousness. But whatever said and done, I think 90 to 95% of the people in the world are living in the duality, and they have made it as a very, very strong pillar with a concrete foundation. Now, reality on earth is we all have been conditioned in the duality. It is nobody's fault, but it is a practicality of every situation wherein we are in a two process of two ways, where there is a good or a bad, or a day and a night, and a favorable, unfavorable, right thing and the wrong thing, beauty and ugly, divine and devil, and many more. Of course, everything is in duality. So when we are being conditioned, that is a problem most of us face, because we have been conditioned. Conditioning is basically tuning our mind to a particular path, which many a times we don't know whether it's the right path we are picking up, because the conditioning is done by someone else. It could be your parents, it could be a school, it could be a society, it could be a friends, anybody. But at the end of the day, it's basically conditioning which runs your life. Most of us are running on a preconditioned situation of life. Now, what we need to understand and do it, when it becomes a habit to compare. Now, just imagine in this photograph, there are two things you're seeing on a left and a right. One is your triangle, another one is square. How can you compare a triangle with a square? It doesn't make sense, right? But we human beings are so much trained in our mind and our journey of life. We would love to argue, we would love to compare, and then start giving opinions on that particular area or on that particular issue. And many a times, without even having that information of whatever you want to compare, at the end of the day, whether you're going to compare two different things with two different qualities, or maybe the same qualities, but you would like to compare, but at the end of the day, it's you who have to decide what exactly do you need. It's you who have to decide. Come what may, there can be outside 100 people telling you, okay, this is good, but still at the end of the day, you need to decide what exactly. For that, you need to have the wisdom, or for that, you need to have the expertise, or for that, you need to have the experience in life for you to exactly pick up what you really need. Even after comparing it's still okay, but at the end of the day you need to pick up something which is suitable for you. I wouldn't say right or wrong, it's suitable for you. Now, so what will happen is at the end of the day, always we will end up according to your mindset. If probably people are talking about like in the present situation, we are all into the modality of talking about corona, the lockdowns. Yes, it is all there. But what is happening is, for the past 1 year, we have been listening to it and listening to it. Now, I think every soul on this planet Earth is fed up of listening to this particular word called Corona, COVID-19. We are fed up of it. Now, the vaccination drive is there. That also we are fed up because we do not know what to do, because we are helpless. We do not know. We are not the decision makers. But what I would say is, even in this given situation, can we all be in a neutral state of our mind so that let's make our today being a Saturday on the 26th of June. What are you going to do? Now, today is the day you have it in your hand. What do you want to do? How you're going to live on this platform today? How much of water are you going to drink? What is the food you're going to eat? And at the end of the day, how much of money can you earn on this day? Whatever is within your reach, how much can you do? What can you do? Can you contribute anything? Now, all these are all things which you need to look at for today. We can talk 101 things. So what is your mindset is very, very important. So at the end of the day, let's change. A change in mindset is what is going to help you to move forward. See, at the end of the day, we all have to move forward, whether we like it or not. We all have to move forward. We have to live on this planet Earth in whatever conditions we have been given to live. This is the most beautiful part of our life. Is it's there, we need to live. Saying that whatever duality decisions, favorable or unfavorable. Now, what happens is, now let me give an example. Now, you decide that you want to buy a Mercedes car for you, which is a favorable, you love the car and then you want to buy. But after some time, when you buy the car and then you feel stagnated, you feel, hey, I want a better version of this Mercedes, and you look for more features on that. But at the end of the day, what will happen is, there will be a stage where that is the end of that particular car model, and after that you cannot go anything more. So what will happen? You will look for another model in another company and start looking for it. So what is happening is, you are on a search mode. You will be going on searching and searching until it doesn't end. So what happens is, most of us, we finally realize that, hey, it's time, I need to live. Either you're popped up with diseases, or the situation has come that, okay, fine, I have to leave. You're going to die. You're going to leave the body and get out of this planet Earth. Now, what have you been doing? Yes, we all have been living on this platform Earth in a dual mode, in a mode of desires, full of duality. A desire is always full of duality we will have. So this is where we all need to understand that, why you want to realize that before leaving the planet Earth is the time you want to realize that, hey, there is something beyond all this duality. So we need to look at that well. So youngsters out there, you need to look at life more beautiful and more balanced, so that it becomes more easy for you to execute and move forward. Now, the best part of it, this is my personal opinion, and this is what I've seen in the past 55 years. The irony is, we live in duality, right? We breathe duality, we practice duality, we die in duality. But the most beautiful part of every one of us is, we talk the whole life about the creator or God or whoever you're talking about, who is a universal and who seems to be omnipotent, whom is omnipresent, and who is supposed to be uni or a single entity. But we all live in duality, and but we talk about a single entity. But at the end of the day, are we practicing that single entity? Are we moving forward in that? Are we looking at what exactly is that part of journey wherein the universal consciousness, the universal uh, being in that way? Very simple example, if I'm going to talk about universal consciousness, just let me tell you, in this whole platform Earth, oxygen is freely available on the planet Earth. Now, can the oxygen specifically tell, okay, I'm going to give oxygen only to this particular country, or particular race of being, or particular caste or creed? Can the oxygen be divided? And was the creator so smart enough to give you a particular this one? No. Any part of the world you go, you still can breathe in and breathe out. That means it's a universal consciousness. You take water, it's also the same. You take the fire element, it's the same. When you look at the five elements of nature, everything is universal. So when you look at even when you look at a plant, let me tell you, even a plant, when a mango ripes in the plant, in the tree, does the mango chooses, hey, only this person has to eat this mango? No, isn't it? Anybody can eat. So in that way, the whole universe in creation, it's there for every one of us. We all have the facility, we have the eligibility to utilize it and move forward. So that's what is all about universal consciousness for us to live on this planet Earth. So the biggest challenge, what is that? We need to shift from the dual consciousness to universal consciousness, but we still have to live in the universe, because every day in and out people are going to talk the comparing situation. It will be there, we like it or not, it is there. But for us to, what we need to pick and what we need to do is just get into that universal consciousness, because at the end of the day is you are going to live on this planet Earth. It's not someone else. The life is yours. You have to decide what kind of life you need to live. If you live in duality, it is a never ending process, and until you are on this platform, you will be comparing and comparing and comparing and nothing else. So at the end of the day, what happens is, we know water is what we are all. And today on this platform, we have the terahertz resonated water. This is what we are all, especially people who have been drinking this water. It is there. Now, water will take up your duality consciousness. I do not know how many of you all can understand what I'm talking. Water takes up the your duality consciousness, or the your conditioned mind, what it gives. So in that way, what, how do I explain this? So you become what you have built over a period of time. You have built yourself as today. So such of those beautiful souls who are all here, 70%, and you all know that 70% of water in our body is a conditioned water, what we have in our body, according to your consciousness. Whatever you have, whether you say it's good or bad or whatever it is, but that is what is there inside the recording. It is in the hard disk of your body, it's in the hard disk of your brain, it is all stored. Now when 70% is stored with that, what will happen? It is an automated machine. It's like an automatic vehicle. You put it in the D drive, the vehicle moves forward, first, second, third, fourth, it moves. You don't need to do anything. That's the way of an automated vehicle. Now your brain is also the same way, automated conditioned brain, which is stored information, which is already told, hey, this is what is the thing of a particular situation. It is given the command to it. So what happens? The mind will automatically execute what it has been stored inside. So in that way, what shall we do today on the 26th of June? Is there anything we all can do? Yes, definitely we all can do. Even I would definitely say, even if you're going to live only for 24 hours, that is only tomorrow, until tomorrow morning, we are all going to be alive on this planet Earth. Now, why not we live to the fullest consciousness? Why not we change what is possible within our reach? Let's change and then see what we can do forward. Now, in this situation, whom do we blame? Whatever you have conditioned, whatever you have, you want to blame your parents, you want to blame your society, you want to blame anybody. No, you can blame anybody, but at the end of the day, blaming will never end. So in that way, what you need to do, what can we do about it? Shall we change? We need to change. So how are you going to change? Because water is a blessing for mankind, and at least on this country like Malaysia or a Singapore or countries where water is easily available for drinking, bathing, and your basic necessities, you should be so gifted and being thankful to the situation that you need to tell multiple times, thank you and thank you and thank you, because this is what is a blessing the universe has given to you. Now, when water is a blessing, so what do we do? So beautifully, can you see this water molecule? Even it is in a dual molecule of water. Can you see two hydrogen molecules with one oxygen? Even there, the universal situation is it's dual there. But the most beautiful part is, even though it is dual, the natural water resources, from starting from the rainwater to the well water to the river water, these all have a fantastic high quality energy, high vibration, then with all the minerals in it, with all the ions in it, what happens? It is going to give you the best of what it can to you because it's naturally available. But most of the time, the duality of the water, whether it's good or bad, it is created by you. So what happens? The water is there. It will be always with all the good qualities. Now what happens? The water loses its qualities only because if, for example, you have a gutter and the rainwater falls into the gutter, what will happen? Automatically, the gutter also, even though the pure water goes inside, if the gutter is so dirty that automatically the pure water also become impure. But if it is in a clean environment where the collection of the rainwater is there, it will be pure and clean where you can drink the water. Now, what happens is in the duality of nature, what we can do is, especially when you are these two things you have been doing it every day in and out. One is you're drinking water, another one is you're bathing with water. Now these two processes is always being done by human beings. Now how many of you feel the blessings of the creation while drinking water? When you're sipping the water in your mouth, how many of you all are feeling, hey, so beautiful, I'm so blessed to at least drink this one drop of water? Can you imagine in a desert there is no water? But imagine if you are put in a desert without water, what will happen? How many days can you survive? Maximum 3 to 5 days. After that, what will happen? Every organ will start failing and you will die, because even plants, you don't water for some time, it just dries up because water plays such an important role. So when you are blessed of having this water for you to drink, you need to be very, very thankful for the given situation. Now at the same time, feel the energy while bathing. Now, how many of you can do this? Have you seen children and babies, when you put them in the water tub and then, you give them the bathing, they will feel so happy, with that high vibration of happiness within them. And you can see them smiling and playing in water. Now, how many of you and I, do we do that when we shower, when we take bath? How many of us are consciously, bathing and then, feeling that energy of water and then say, thank you so much. It's a wonderful feeling. No, when you're bathing, you'll be thinking of your office, you'll be thinking of the problems in the office, or maybe you'll be cursing someone, or maybe you'll be scolding someone while. So, what's happening is you're creating that unfavorable vibration by sending that thoughts. Now, what happens? When you're sending out that thoughts, automatically the water molecule also changes to that particular, either happy or sad, and then after that it just imbibes into your body, and then of course you will be manifesting that. So why not right from the day one in the morning, as I already told you in the previous episodes, wherein when you wake up in the morning, feel blessed, feel happy, give a lot of positive thoughts. Then after that you need to drink water and then go for a shower. Give every moment of it, practice giving a lot of positivity to the water, so that the positive thoughts will enhance and help you to build up over a period of time. Even on this day, 26th June, you start today. Let's assume that by December and 31st, maybe in this whatever number of months, 5 months time duration, if you all can practice this kind of feeling of thankfulness, feeling of gratitude, feeling of happy. So what happens is it gets built up. At least in the next 6 months, you will be building up a very, very positive environment. For whom? It's for you. So when you create a positive environmental for you, the life becomes very easy, and it becomes compatible for you to live on planet Earth. This is very, very important. Huh? You become compatible in the environmental. It may be unfavorable, but when you become compatible, you just know how to adjust yourself, you know what to do, and you will execute what exactly appropriately needed for that situation. This is a very beautiful decision making you can do, as long as you are in that positive thought patterns of life. So, saying this, enjoy every moment of bathing and enjoy every moment of sipping in water. Now, when you are going to sip the terahertz water, this is another beautiful. It's already existing with a lot of positive energy and with a lot of positive features and properties in the water is already there. Now, do you want to add on to it by giving a lot of positive thoughts so that it gives the benefit for you to move forward in life, or you want to look at the situation where there is unfavorable vibes be created, and at the end of the day what happens, whatever unfavorable vibration you created is what is going to be manifested. So when it manifests, now what are you doing? The best part a human being will do is immediately will pounce upon the water terahertz device and the terahertz water and tell this is a problem. Now this is what is given the problem to me. But at the end of the day, we don't understand that it is we who have created that. The water has been there, only we have created it. So what you need to do is, let's all start taking charge of our journey of life to move forward, to understand the real way what we are doing. What is that you're thinking? What is that you're sending out the signals to the universe? And what is that your signals you're sending to your own self? People can tell it is a self-talk, right? Now, if it is a self-talk also, no, when you're silent, what are you talking to yourself? Are you talking positive? Are you talking unfavorable words and thought patterns you are giving? If it is unfavorable, what is happening? Even though you are not sending the signal out, but the signal definitely will be dissipated. But at the end of the day, not only the signal gets dissipated, the signal gets signaled to your own cells as well. Your cells has got water in it, so automatically it does affect you. So be careful in what you are self talking, and what is your mind telling you when you are silent, all alone, single handed, sitting in a particular place. What exactly are you thinking? So very, very important. So saying this, what will happen is, resonated water is the easier choice for us today. Even though we have all the best qualities of water available, what we need to do is, what is available for you today? See, the most beautiful situation for us is, Malaysia is the first country to bring this terahertz device and then started marketing it. And then, we started enjoying the benefits of this resonated water for the past 6 months to 1 year to 1.5 years. We have been enjoying it. What is happening is, we need to work on other areas of how we can help other beautiful souls on this platform Earth, and then help them in a way where this water can give them the benefit of healing. So in that way, one of the easiest thing what you all need to understand is, a resonated water needs to be a pH of around 7.5 to 8.5, or 8 to 8.5, and the frequency, very important. Everything vibrates at a particular frequency. Now, if the water, like if you're looking at the tap water frequency is around 120 hertz. So what is happening is, it's much a bigger molecule. So bigger the molecule, the more difficult it is for you to either absorb or utilize it for metabolization, because it's a bigger molecule. It's just like a person, if he's huge, big in size, and the door is a small door, you will not be able to walk in and go. It is difficult. So in the same way, when the molecule is bigger, it will not be able to penetrate into your cells. So this is a disadvantage. So that's where, in the research, what they found is, the frequency of water, if it is between 50 to 60 hertz, ideally it can penetrate inside. But anything lesser than that, it's an advantage, because it's more easier for you to penetrate, and then more amount of water can go inside, so that it can help your metabolism in terms of carrying the nutrition, in terms of carrying the nutrients, and in terms of removing the toxins, and in terms of throwing out the waste products. It becomes more easier. Now at the end of the day, when the resonated water molecular structure, these are all when we have a beautiful device and it can be measured, things are much more easier. Now if the molecular structure is 2 nanometers, it's a smallest vertical molecular size which can penetrate into your aquaporin, or the cellular gates, you can call it as cellular gates. Now, other than that, your water should have good energy. If there is a good energy, what happens? Automatically, the vibration of that particular water molecule is so good that it will give you an additional goodness of feeling of good and positive vibes will be there. Other than that, if you look at the nature means, if you're going to the waterfall or a river, where it is not adulterated or polluted water, it will have a lot of negative ions. When you have a lot of negative ions, we human beings are exposed to radiation, electromagnetic fields, and electricity. So all these are all positive ions. So what happens is when there is a lot of positive ions in our body, that in turn creates a lot of diseases. So we need to have negative ions to neutralize this unfavorable effects of the positive ions. So your water should have more of negative ions. So that is an advantage. And of course, your water needs to have the required minerals. If you look at the minerals and trace elements, they are almost around 70 to 80 different varieties of trace elements and minerals which is there in the water naturally. And in that way, if your water can have all those qualities of minerals and trace elements, it's definitely a good advantage for you. Other than that, many of us, how many of you all know this? It's something called oxidative reduction potential, or ORP. This particular topic, probably if people are drinking alkaline water, they would have been told about this particular ORP, because that is something which actually, when you have acidic body and when you are drinking alkaline water, your ORP will be higher. For example, if your alkalinity is around 12.5 to 13 pH, that is your pH of water is around 12.5 to 13, your ORP will go between 600 to 800, or up to 1000. It can go up to minus 1000 ORP. That means it has got a lot of oxidation. Means it can donate that electron of one electron to your, like the free radical damage which is happening, it will donate one. So the more. Now, only thing we won't be able to decide who is the person who will be eligible to get that 1000 ORP. But ideally for you and me as a normal human being, if our ORP is minus 100 to 200, is good enough. But if there is you have too much of diseases, and then maybe you may be benefited by drinking a little more alkaline of around 9 to 9.5 pH, or even 10 pH. Your ORP can go up to around minus 300 to 400. It can help you to an extent for you to recoup back. But here, a word of caution: you need to understand that just because you're going to drink a high alkaline pH with high ORP, doesn't mean that your whole disease process will run away from you, or you will get cured of a particular disease. Your whole body requires a proper nutrition. This is very, very important. Other than that, what's your mindset? Other than that, what is your environmental you're living in? How much of positive vibration have you created in your home or in your office? So with whom are you all living in? If your whole family is full of positive vibration and talk only positive, what happens is definitely that gives an advantage for healing. So here, in that way, just either by drinking an alkaline water with high pH or a high ORP doesn't mean that you will get cured of a particular disease. Please keep this in mind. But it is a tool for you to move forward. Definitely, yes. Now, other than that, the last water properties you need to have is the total dissolved solvent should be anywhere between 50 to 200. That means, let me tell you, if it is 200, means there are 200 different molecular structures in the form of dissolved solvents, which can be inside your water. Now, if your dissolved solvents is around 500, for example, if it is more 500 or more, what happens is it is too much concentrated, and then of course your body will not be able to handle that concentrated water. In that way, one of the easiest thing you should understand is the total dissolve. If it is a polluted water, it's a dirty water, definitely the total dissolved solvents will be very, very high. Now, in that way, if you're looking at a tap water, now tap water here in Malaysia, we would see that there will be a lot of iron contents. The moment you open the tap, you will see that it is brown in color, and then that means the total dissolved content is very high. That is where you need to have a proper filtration system for you to even drink water. No, forget about going in for a terahertz resonated water. First basic quality is you need to get a proper filtered water for you to drink. Now, added advantage is if you have the options of getting an resonated water, definitely that is a big advantage for you, because drinking a resonated water it will help you to move forward in your journey of life. So in that way, the terahertz resonated technology has given an advantage in many areas and many situations where There are a lot of beautiful souls out there who have been, getting the advantage of drinking this water, and thereby, and definitely in my own case, if I say, the uric acid levels really dropped down, and for the past 6 months I'm still checking my uric acid level is around 220, which is below normal. So, and I don't have any joint pains, and I don't have any issues on that area. So I believe after drinking this, there is a lot of positive benefits being there, with an advantage of being good vibration. In fact, yesterday I did experiment, and I think I would complete that video. I've already taken the video of the energy of our water, and you will be amazed to see Terahertz water has got a very high energy. And the normal water, especially the the filtered water which I picked up, doesn't have much of energy. I will share that video so you all will understand that the moment we resonate water, it gives a fantastic high vibration. That too, yesterday what I did was one resonation using our jug. When I did the one time resonation of 3 minutes, the vibration was almost around 15 inches of vibration in my dowsing rods. But when I did 2 times, it went up to 18. So that means it's something amazing. In my 15 years or 16 years of my research on human energy fields and energy of objects, what I found is anything having a higher vibration is always beneficial in terms of healing process, in terms of beneficial effects, in terms of absorption, in terms of detoxification. All this will be there when there is a lot of positive and good vibration. So in that way, terahertz resonated water is something, it's a gift for us that we are able to drink this water. But definitely in the future there will be some more advancement with some more different way of doing things, and then probably the technology is going on, and then it's beautiful for us. So in that way, if you're looking at the terahertz resonation, the other next product, of course, our company is going to bring out is your blower, and blower technology, especially for pain relief, your skin issues, and especially the external therapies. It's something called light therapy, but they are using the terahertz. This is going to be the next. So we do not know the next technology, as already Angie has been posting, and then a lot of things are available on the YouTube, wherein you can pick a lot of information on terahertz and its usage. But here, water plays such an important, beautiful role for us. So, what are the benefits of drinking this terahertz resonated water? It contains a very high energy, so it's good for you. You feel more energetic, better penetration to your cells. So definitely, when more water is there, the metabolism is much better for you at the cellular level. And if the metabolism is much better and the nutrients, now imagine the water is good, the penetration is good, everything is fantastic. But if your food, whatever you're eating, it doesn't have the nutrition, doesn't have the required amount of proteins or carbohydrates or fat for you, now how you think the water can give you the benefit? Definitely it won't have any much benefit, even though you're drinking the water. Now here, definitely it's good that we are drinking that water, but at the same time you need to look at what kind of food are you eating, how much of canned food are you drinking, how much of processed food are you eating, how much of free radical damage content like oxidizing food you are eating, fried food or you are eating. All these play a very important role in your health. So please do look into every aspect of your life. So if I'm going to tell you to look into it, even one day, just one day, today, what you do is just look at your plate, and then what exactly are you eating? What kind of nutrition are you giving it to your body? Imagine this is $1 million body God has given you. What do you want to do? Wouldn't you take care of it in such a way that it is given the best of whatever is possible available? You know, it's not that everybody has to go for organic, whatever vegetables or food. You do can definitely. Now, in that way, one of the most beautiful benefit I found with our terahertz water is cleaning of vegetables. Amazing. When you use this water to clean your vegetables, beautifully it gets cleansed. And the most amazing part is any oily surface, you just spray this terahertz water and you wipe it, it's totally clean. So in fact, there are a lot of good things of this terahertz resonated water. So we need to look into it and then start taking the benefit. It is there. You need to utilize the situation to your best of your abilities to move forward. So saying that, avoiding all the unfavorable food habits, what will happen is you will start looking at life so beautiful that your body will be so happy, and it will start working the way it should, because it is all naturally prepared. It is manufactured in such a way that it will do its job without you telling it to do. But you need to just support your body with the required amount of water, required amount of nutrition, required amount of positive thoughts. All these are all playing a very, very important role. So overall, you want a better health. What you need to do, it is a collective phenomena of many factors. It is not just one factor. It is many factors which play a very, very important role for you to run into this journey of life. So what you need to do, drinking adequate amount of water in this today hustle bustle world of life, so busy. But I would say, what kind of busy life are you living today? Because with COVID, most of us are all actually working from home. If you're working from, what are you doing? Sitting in one chair and then on the computer all the time. How many of you have a blue screen protection, blue light protection for your eyes, especially on your computer screen? Do you have a blue rays protection shield? Does your spectacles, what you're using, has a blue light prevention shield which is there on the... Now when you see my glasses, you can see something shining like a blue, because this is specifically I got it done with the blue light ray protection. Because today's LED lights, what you are using, emits a lot of, especially you're going for the cheaper qualities, it emits a lot of blue light, but it will be very bright for you. Now brightness alone is not enough for us. Brightness is good, but you're exposing your eyes to that blue light. So what you need to do, you need to protect yourself. So now you have to go for something which you need to protect. Now if you go on telling, hey doc, I'm drinking terahertz water, so I need to get the protection automatically, do you think it's going to happen? No. You need to take proper protection in the specific way, manner. What is necessary, you should do it. So in that way, with this home home based working atmosphere for every one of us, even though we may be busy, I don't deny that, but still what you need to do is take care of yourself by drinking adequate amount of water. The best option you will have is put in 1.5 liters and 1.5 liters of 2 bottles of water in the morning, and then by the time evening or night, you should have finished the 2 bottles, so that your required amount of water is given to your body and the body knows what to do. And especially a special requirement for you to drink this particular terahertz resonated water is start with lower dose, because we wouldn't know whether your body is able to adapt to the sudden change of a new high vibration water to your body, because all the while you would have been drinking another water. Probably it may be good water, filtered water, yes, good enough, but the energy in it, was it a high energy? So this is where you need to understand that when you're taking a terahertz water, you need to start with slow of around, probably start with, especially with multiple diseases, start with 100 ml or 150 ml to 200 ml, then slowly increase it. Make your body feel that it can accommodate whatever changes you're doing. See, many times a change will not happen overnight. You need to practice it regularly, so that it gives an advantage for your brain also to accept the change, your mind also to accept the change, and then of course finally your body needs to accept the change. So all these require a little bit of balancing act which you need to do. So do drink water in a divided dose, in the form of maybe 100 ml each for the 5 times, then slowly increase it. It's all how you want to do it. Do not gulp one shot of 500 ml of terahertz water one shot, because your body, of course, when you drink so much of water, what will happen? It will go inside, just go out, it will just wash off. And many a times it can give a little more pressure on your kidneys, and especially people on the elderly age group with kidney issues or lung issues or heart issues. You need to be a little more careful, because that is when if you are not allowed to drink a lot of water, you need to start with little amount of water and slowly increase it depending on how you can adapt. Like for example, if you feel breathless by drinking more water, then of course you need to reduce it back. But most of the cases where I'm handling kidney failure patients and heart issues, I found that as you gradually increase the water, your body is able to accommodate, and then you are able to drink more water. So when there is a lot of good hydration for your cells know what to do. Your cell as intelligent, they know what to do. So please give an opportunity for your body to change in a slow manner. So what you need to do, this is very very important, is do not drink water for curing a disease, because water did not create the disease for you. Water did not create the disease for you. The disease was a situation which happened, maybe because of our ignorance, or maybe because of our genetic issue, or maybe because of some epigenetic factors which are without our knowledge. We started facing that situation. It's still okay. But the moment you think that, okay, I'm going to drink water because water is very very important for my existence on this planet Earth, this is what your mind is going to give a command to yourself. I'm going to drink water for my existence. Now what will happen when you are going to drink water for existence? Your cells know very well that you want to live on this planet Earth, and then you're drinking this water. Now, don't you think your cells are intelligent enough to pick this particular water molecule and do what it is supposed to do with the water molecule, and then give the benefit of healing? It's an automatic process. So healing will automatically happen when there is a process of feeling of positivity within you while you're drinking water. But I'll just give you an example. You are having diabetes. Now when there is a diabetics, there are a lot of cells which are all finding it difficult for it to metabolize your sugar. This is a problem the cells are facing. Now, what happens? You're drinking the water and you're thinking, someone told you, you drink this water and your diabetes will be probably reversed or probably cured, or whatever the information they give, and you're drinking this water. All right. Now, what happens is, as you are intelligent enough in your thought patterns, your cells are also intelligent in the same cell pattern. Now, what happens? The cell will be thinking, this fellow is drinking this water and telling me to, clear this metabolism and clear the sugar metabolism and give him a cure of the disease. How am I going to do that? How water can come and do that job? He's supposed to do exercise regularly, at least for a minimum of 30 minutes for which he's not doing. Other than that, he's supposed to handle his food in a manner where there is less of glycemic index, so that that food I'm able to, metabolize better. Other than that, he's supposed to take some nutrition, which is very important for me to metabolize the sugar. Other than that, he needs to keep his liver healthy, for which he needs 35 vitamins, and the kidney needs extra water. Now, when the cell starts speaking to you in this way, now what will happen? Your mind is telling, I'm drinking this water and I want to get cured of this diabetes. But do you think it will happen? So, what you need to do, just give it a change, a little bit change. You're going to drink water. Let the body decide. Let your cells decide what they want to do. Let them decide. They are intelligent enough. But are you giving a support in the manner which is really necessary for your healing? If you're giving that, then you can ask for the healing of the cells to happen, and the cells will do the needful. But you are not doing anything on one side, but expecting just a cure and a relief from a disease. How the body is going to work? So this is where change your thought patterns, change the way you're thinking about. It's not just only drinking water, even the food you're eating. Actually, you need to be so positive that feel that the food, whatever you're eating, is full of vitamins and nutrition, and then feel that, and then say, oh, now you're going inside my body. Please go and do the job what you're supposed to do, and give me all the strength for me to live on this planet Earth. Can you believe, when you ask for that strength of positivity to yourselves, what will happen? Your body will be, the moment you're healthy, don't you think you can go and work for 14 hours or 18 hours and earn some money for your own self? Yes, why not? You should be. So you should be healthy enough. So, but it all starts with the way you start your day, the way you eat your food, the way you drink your water. Everything plays a very, very important role. So, what I wish to let you know, you have to change your consciousness. Very very important. What is that universal consciousness? Is a necessity. It is not a choice you can choose. It is a necessity for you to live peacefully on this planet Earth. So from duality, be smart, In the duality, living is beautiful, but at the same time, get into a situation where give a lot of positive commands to your own self, give a lot of positive information, pick a lot of information, positivity, which is there available on the Google, pick it up. But there also, what will happen is so much of information is flooded on the internet. Now, is everything the right information? I wouldn't know. I won't watch for everything. But at the end of the day, you are a beautiful, intelligent being, and you're very smart in every aspect of your life. So when you're so smart in your life, why not you can pick the right information for you and execute the same thing for your own journey of life. This is what we human beings, as creator has created us to be the most evolved being on this planet earth. We have been living here for billions of years. We are living here. But today, 2021, June 26, we are supposed to be the most intelligent being on planet earth. But very sad part is one small virus called corona, we are not able to control it. One small virus, we are not able to eradicate it. And one small virus put everybody like a jail. We are all inside the house, everything changed. How come? It's just a small one virus. How is that? Now we can't explain. We see, our consciousness may not be even able to think how is this happening, but it is happening. But on this platform with so many beautiful souls down here, if we can think a more positive way of understanding of how this beautiful universal consciousness is working, we all can do something. This 200 people who are all on today's platform here, we can be a contribution to this platform earth. And then we can do many good things by giving the positive information out there. Whenever you're giving, recommending our terahertz resonated water, what you need to do is be very clear in what you're giving, and be very clear in what you're advising those beautiful souls who may be innocent, who may be ignorant of knowledge on this particular device or this particular water. Your job, pick all the information and share it with them. And when you share it with them, what will happen is when they receive the right information, they will be able to understand that the water is for existence and not for curing the disease. The moment they understand that, your job is easier, isn't it? Otherwise, what will happen is you're advising something and they pick it up and they think that their diabetes or blood pressure or heart problem, everything will get cleared, and they are going to drink, and they don't need to go to IGN, they don't need to go to the H-star hospital, whatever it is. What will happen after some time? They'll be, what, I'm still continuing with the medication, I'm still. This is where, let's be very smart. Let's do what we need to do by giving the right information. Even if you're giving a little information, is good enough. In that way, one of the easiest information you can share is drink terahertz water for existence. Amazing, isn't it? It has got a good high quality energy. It has got all the beautiful properties: antibacterial property, antiviral property, anti-radiation, anti-aging property. The angulation is wider so that the penetration is much better. So all these, when you have such beautiful qualities of this water, you should be looking into it. But at the end of the day, with all these beautiful properties and qualities, what is that the purpose of drinking water? Only purpose, I would say, is for existence. You are going to live on planet earth for today. Drink water, drink little water, increase it as long as you can actually enhance the amount of water you're drinking. But such of those who are having multiple problems, of course, that's where we as doctors, and there are a lot of other beautiful souls who will be able to assist you in your journey by giving the right information for you to balance yourself with, by drinking this water. So saying this, I feel it's an amazing opportunity for all of us to be here. So until I come back, probably I think I might be continuing the same dual consciousness, because there are a lot of information which I want to share. So next week I will, until I come back to you all, have a fantastic universal consciousness of life and drinking water for the existence of life, and then have a fantastic day, fantastic weekend, and enjoy this COVID lockdown. Of course, Malaysia, I think we are going to have an extension for another 15 days. We do not know, but still, whatever comes. Now, one extension, we already got it. So 28 days we are going to complete. It doesn't matter. We still are living, and we are still able to continue our journey of life. So this itself is the biggest blessing. And the most beautiful blessing for me is you people down here so enthusiastically coming down to listen to this, whatever sharing I'm doing. So thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. And thank you. Angie, take over.
Thank you very much, Dr. Prabhu. Wow, it's heavy rain outside
Is
in
it?
Singapore. Yeah, thundering. Okay. Yeah, so for those have any question for Dr. Prabhu, yes, can you please unmute your mic. But doctor, today you dress very handsome. You have a special event.
It's a feeling of existence, you know. You need to live on this platform Earth. Feel good.
Wow, great. So anybody has any question, then you can ask doctor here.
Jimmy Leong, thank you very much.
Doctor, can I ask one question? Can I ask one question?
Hey,
Joseph,
yes. Who is it?
Joseph from Sabah.
Oh, Joseph. Yes, Joseph.
I remember you did mention something quite very earlier on the heart. They do the battery. They put a battery. Remember?
Okay.
So how is it that this rust water can help him anymore? Can still help?
Okay, very simple. I will give you an example. Now you have a bulb which can light up when you use one single battery. You know, you connect them, the bulb will illuminate.
Yes.
What happens is you want to make it more brighter. So what will happen is you can add another battery to it and then make it more brighter. But what will happen is the bulb will get fused. You know, if there is too much of current, the bulb will get fused, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
So in the same way, what is happening is we as doctors, what we did is because your heart is not able to beat in a regular manner, because the conduction, the wiring system, there is some issue, you know, conduction. So what the doctor decided is, okay, fine, let me put a battery, and then that will in turn with a chip, it will control your heartbeat regularly, so that the pumping action of your heart is in a smooth manner, correct? Now, that is on one side. Now, on the other side, what is happening is I have been talking to you about Terahertz water, which has got a high energy, right?
Yes.
Now, when you're talking about high energy, if you're going to push your body with very high energy, too much of water, maybe, it's only maybe, because we do not know, because we have not tried giving a person probably 1 to 2 liters of water with a heart problem. We don't do it. But what I am telling is, if you're pushing the body with this water, it is only to be on the safer side. The company feels that. If you are using a battery in your body, so what they say is, they say avoid this water. But what I would recommend is, you can definitely drink little amount of water, so that your body is so huge, you know, the amount of water in your body is almost, 70% is water. So when you're drinking little amount of water, definitely your body doesn't feel challenged by this, it doesn't feel challenged, it takes it up, because our body is very intelligent. So in that way, you need to give it a try by drinking the water little by little. Initially, probably you can mix up with 50% of normal water and 50% of the Terahertz water. As you're drinking this, what will happen is your body is feeling comfortable, you're also comfortable. Then you can slowly increase the amount of water and go with only Terahertz water and see for 1 week to 2 weeks, how do you feel? 99% you will feel very okay, because I have seen people with pacemakers drinking Terahertz water. They never had any problem. They were drinking for almost 1 to 2 months. But the moment they read this particular thing that pacemaker people cannot drink water, the mind picks up that information. Hey, you cannot drink water automatically. So mind also plays a very important role in what we are doing. So it's always better go with the slower quantity and let your body adapt to it. So in that way, nothing will happen. You will not die by drinking Terahertz water, definitely not. But you should know what your body is speaking to you and how your body is responding. You have to give it a try. There is nothing wrong in that.
A second question. Can I have second question?
Yes, sir.
Hello. I made another not say patient, this we call it patient. She's going to wait for the the valve
Valve
operation
replacement, yes.
replacement. But now MCO kit, delay, but still manage to live lah. So this type of case, advisable to take the rice water.
Okay, see what is happening is the valve, there is a problem there. So when your heart is pumping the blood has to go up and to all the parts of the body. But the valve is like a system wherein it has to block the blood from going back to the heart. Okay, now there is a problem. So what is happening is, especially we need to look at two important issues in this particular person. Is the person blood very thick? Okay. If the blood is very thick, doctors would have already put them on blood thinners. Okay. Now, when they are on blood thinners, the blood is already thin. Now, in that situation, you are going to add on the Terahertz water. What will happen is Terahertz water by itself has got a very, very low viscosity. That means it's more slippery and more easily moving forward. Now, here, definitely when you're adding on the water to this particular patient, what will happen is they are already on a blood thinner, and then this definitely will give another situation where the blood leakage can be a little more than the required situation. So here we need to balance. So in that way, it's always better to be under the guidance of a doctor and then handle them. But drinking Terahertz water in a quantity required, minimal amount, little bit of in a 100 ml each for a day, or on 500 ml per day, shouldn't cause any problem. The remaining water can be with your normal water.
No water. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much, doctor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Prabhu, I have a question.
Yes, Magdalene.
Dr. Prabhu, I have a question.
Yes, Magdalene.
Yes, it's regarding heatiness, body heatiness. Other than drinking Terahertz water, the throat still feel inflamed. What other holistic way that I could reduce the body heatiness?
Okay,
instead of taking pills, I mean.
Okay, you say it is heatiness. May I know exactly what kind of heatiness are you talking? Is it pain? Is it feeling tired?
No, no, it's just the throat inflammation.
Okay.
Throat inflammation. Then the throat feel warm, the throat feel a bit pain when swallow saliva, which is quite commonly an issue over here actually in Singapore.
Which part of Malaysia?
No, it's Singapore.
Singapore. So you mean to say, is it the environmental which is giving you that situation of heatiness?
No, it's just my body, probably like, for example, people eating too much durian, then they will have body heatiness. But yeah, something like that. So other than drinking Terahertz water, I've been drinking, but I still feel the body, the throat is a bit inflamed, warm. When I swallow saliva, it's a bit pain, yeah.
Okay, now here the situation, Magdalene, very simple. How young are you?
I am 50.
Okay, now when you're looking at 50 years of age, just visualize that your cells, are 50 years old. Now what will happen is, do you think your cells will work the same way as you were in at 20 years old? Definitely the lubrication, definitely the way it absorbs your nutrients, or definitely especially your toxins going inside your body through your mouth and through your air. The way it neutralizes will be definitely less. Number one. Number two, if you're looking at neutralization of this situation, there are a few things I would look at. Is number one, the amount of toxins inside your body in general, but in specific, if you're looking at the throat, is the most commonly exposed for the external environment. Other than drinking water, if you're looking at, I would say number one, we have to look into how much of toxins do you, especially lead toxicity is another problem most of us are facing. So definitely we will have an issue, especially with the throat. Other than the lead poisoning, cadmium poisoning. Cadmium is when the smoke, especially cigarette smokers, when you look at the cadmium content is very high in the air. So when you're inhaling, definitely that also is going to cause a lot of problem. Other than that, mercury. Now, when this there are 5 important toxic metals which are all causing irritation of your throat. This is on one side. Nutrition wise, if you look at omega-3 deficiency is another very common problem I notice in my practice, that less of omega-3 will cause more inflammation to your body. That is one of the areas. Other than that, CoQ10 enzyme deficiency, and especially 40 plus, our CoQ enzyme will be less. So automatically you're looking at the cellular level of functioning for energy. Your cell doesn't have the CoQ10 for it to metabolize. Other than that, if you look at vitamin B complex, it's a very common vitamin which is deficient. And this you can see a lot, especially vegetarians, they will be having a lot of vitamin B complex deficiency. So how do you consume? By just consuming vitamin B12, many times it's not sufficient. But today, one of the easiest and best is taking the vitamin injections would be much more appropriate, wherein your local doctors can assist you. You can take weekly once, 1 injection for 6 weeks. That really will give you a boost for you to, in the cellular metabolism. So like that, if you go on looking into the specific areas, it's much more detailed. We need to go, why are you having the inflammation? So we need to look at the other factors which is really causing you the inflammation. And then from there, what you can do is you can start doing some steam inhalation with plain water. And other than that, drink warm water. And other than that, look into these areas of deficiencies. Probably this can assist you to move forward. But if it doesn't, then get back to me. Probably I may have to talk to you to give you some guidelines.
Okay, Ken, thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome.
Good morning, Dr. Prabhu.
Yes, Chua.
Yes, Chua from Penang. So just now I heard you talking about resonated water. When we resonate for the second time, you have found that more energy is contained inside the water.
Correct.
So how about, let's say, 3 or 4 times or more?
Fine. 10 times also we can.
So could that be more efficient?
Now, very simple. There is a particular capacity of the molecules in this universe, be it water or be it air. It has got a capacity. Now, what I found is just 2 times resonating is fantastic, good enough. We don't need to do 3 times, 4 times, or 5 times. We don't need to, because you're not going to give more benefit by doing more times. But 2 times is ideally fantastic for you to get the best benefit of the water resonation.
Okay, good. There's a saturation. Thank you, Doctor.
That's it. Yeah, saturation.
Yeah, good. Very good. Nice.
Doctor?
Yes, Dan.
Doctor? Doctor, you were saying just now you were saying 5.5 liters water, the water bottle, 5.5 liters. Remember? You were saying 5.5 liters, you resonate twice.
No. Our jug is 3.5
the...
liters. Our jug is only 3.5 liters.
Our jug is 3.5. 3.5 resonate once. Good enough. Very good enough.
Yes.
Okay. Now, just now you were saying 5.5 liters water bottle.
Okay. No, let me rephrase what I said. Let me rephrase it. I used a jug of 3.5 liters, resonated 1 for 3 minutes, and the energy was around 15 inches. Then when I resonated for the second time, that is another 3 minutes, the energy was almost 18 plus. That means highly energy, but I used only 3.5 liters. I didn't use the 5 liters.
Doctor, what were you saying? 18 inches or 15 inches? What were we saying?
That's the measurement which I am using through the dowsing rod to check the energies. This is my personal research I've done for 15 years.
Okay. Sorry. Thank you. And then one more question, Doctor.
Yes, sir.
Doctor?
Yeah, I'm listening.
One more question. Okay, the company supplies the mini filter, you know?
Yeah.
When you buy the set.
Absolutely.
A mini filter.
Okay. That's right.
So can we fix the mini filter onto our tap water?
Okay.
Onto our household tap.
Okay, Angie, I think you should answer this because you have already got the certification by using this filter and getting the certification from Singapore. Can you just add on, Angie?
Yes. Okay. This filter, there are 8 layers, and it is alkaline. It's a mild alkaline. So we have done the testing in Singapore set score. The pH is around 8.1. So it's good. If let's say your house don't have any filter, so you can use a company filter. But if your house already have a very good filtration system, like a very branded filter, then you continue use your filter. Yeah. So the water from your filter, you just scan, resonate 3 minutes, then you drink. That it will enhance whatever benefits from your filter, and it will enhance it even further. Huh?
So in other words, Angie,
Yes.
in other words, if we use the company's mini filter to filter from the tap, filter water from tap, ordinary tap, household tap, government tap, okay?
Yes.
So it should be okay. We can resonate with it.
Yes. You are in Singapore or Malaysia?
Kelantan.
Kuantan. So it depends on the water at your site. So in
Yeah,
Malaysia,
very
most of the
dirty.
time, very dirty. So most of the time, outside your house, you must have 1 layer of the filtration system to remove the big particle. Then, because the company filter is 0.1 micron, is very tiny, so it will become very dirty very fast. For example, my sister in Penang is around 3 days, is yellowish already. So you can wash the filter, you can wash the filter, you can wash it, just jet spray the filter, don't touch it, just spray.
So that means you have to put one filtering system outside.
Yeah, it's better, or else your filter very fast will become dirty already.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
for Malaysia, you need to have 1 more layer outside the house. In Singapore, we directly apply this 1 week, also become dirty. Then must wash. So you can see it is transparent. You can see.
Angie, now
okay.
I'm not trying on the government tap water. No, I'm trying on the underground water.
Okay.
Underground water using a pump to pump it out.
Can. Yeah.
And then
you can apply.
You listen to me first, please. Into a tank, pump up into a tank.
Yes.
All right. And then from the tank come out. You will use. I use the company's mini filter.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I resonate the water.
Okay. Can.
I've been doing this for about 1 month already.
Okay.
The mini filter is still crystal white.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Oh, okay. Then the underground water is cleaner than the tap water from government.
Underground, not tap water. My underground water.
Underground water, yes, yeah.
Could be very, very, very clean.
Very clean. Yes.
Naturally filtered, maybe.
Yes.
Not maybe. It should be. Should be naturally filtered. You know.
But for this case, the benefit of using this filter, the mini filter, is you will enjoy the alkaline.